Crazy! Yeah! Lose yourself! Lose yourself in the music, and the noises! Fuck you! Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. How's everybody doing? Good morning on a beautiful Saturday morning. How's all the beautiful people doing? Thank you guys for being here. And shout out to Cole Hauser for the raid. I did see that Cole Hauser raided me. So thank you very much. Good morning. Man, Overtime with Beardo. Welcome into another episode of Overtime with Beardo, episode 17. We were up late last night playing some Resident Evil 7 and an earlier start today for overtime, back to the 10 o'clock time slot because my grandma's in town and I'm taking her out to lunch. So had to get the show started early so I still have time to take my grandma out to lunch today. But how you guys doing? How's the chat doing? Let's see. Ladybug. What up, Ladybug? Horror Host. John Ambler. Sula Felix. Marc-Andre Roy. Crow Hollow. Our Buffalo Trace. Lady Aaron D. Dr. Gordo. Ian Mack. Sweet Potato Nice says it took Beardo 15 times to beat the final boss. What? The final boss? We just started the game last night. Beardo got some molten diarrhea. I did take a diarrhea earlier this morning. I did. It's freezing in South Alabama. It's going to be cold this weekend here in Florida too. It's going to be cold this weekend. But yesterday was nice, man. Yesterday was beautiful. So I don't know. I mean, down here in Florida, I mean, I don't really trust, like, you know, the weather app, the iPhone, Apple weather app. I don't really trust it. Like, if it says it's going to be 65, assume it's going to be 70. If it says it's going to be 70, assume it's going to be around 75 or 80. Like, I don't know. I don't trust it. You know what I trust? My gut instinct. My ancestral just, I don't know. What's the word? My innate ancestral just awareness of what the weather is. My intuition, there you go. My ancestral intuition of what the weather is going to be. And most of the time, that is right. More than whatever the weather app is going to say. How about this? I decide what the weather's going to be. Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever tried that? Maybe just decide what the weather's going to be. That's what I do. If the weather app says, it's going to be 40 degrees today, I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's going to be closer to 55 degrees. And then just magically, I don't know, it happens. I don't know, man. Maybe I have like a superpower, a weather superpower, where I just decide, you know, I'm like, you know what? I'm not really a fan of it being 40 degrees today. How about we just bump it up to 55 degrees? And then somehow, some way it does. I don't know. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I do that often, where I do control the weather somehow. I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to rain today. How about it just doesn't? And then, believe it or not, it doesn't really rain. It might be cloudy. But I'm like, yeah, no rain today. I'm not feeling that. Not feeling that. Sometimes I might be in the mood for a little bit of rain, whatever, if we need it. But if I'm like, nah, you know what? I got plans today. We're going to the amusement parks. It's supposed to rain. Damn, we had some plans. You know, how about it just doesn't rain today? And then it just doesn't. It's happened a few times. It has happened a few times where that is the case. I might be onto something here. I might be onto something. Just saying. Just saying. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good to see you, John Ambler. Been a while, dude. Been a while, John Ambler. And by a while, I mean a few weeks, but it's good to see you, John Ambler. We miss you. We miss you over on, High Tide says you might be on something, High Tide. I think High Tide hates me, dude. High Tide hates me. I don't know what's going on with High Tide, man. He was supposed to be on my team. And he's supposed to be like a Beardo first kind of guy, and he got too popular. High Tide got too popular, and he's like, you know what, Beardo? Thanks, but no thanks. I'm on to bigger and better things now. Like, geez, okay, all right. It is what it is, man. Bless you. Thank you. Fuck. Oh, man. I have a bad habit of holding in my sneezes, and I think it's because of that right there. Because when I do sneeze, it's like the loudest, most obnoxious sneeze ever. So I'd usually just hold it in. Like if I have to sneeze, I go, and I hold the sneeze in. Because when I let it out, it's just so obnoxious. How you doing, Chelsea? Good morning, Chelsea. Yeah. See, High Tide confirmed it. I hate Beardo with a burning passion. Hates me. Confirmed. Good morning, Dr. Butcher, Sula Felix. Beefy McWhat now says, what's up, Beardo? Hope all's good. All is good. All is good. I think all is good. All's good. I said this last night on my stream when we were playing Resident Evil 7. I forget what the question was. Probably asking me how I'm doing, and I was like, I'm good. Everything is going just as good as it can. And I think that's how it is for men all of the time. All of the time. If things are good, then things are going just as good as they could be. If things are bad, if you're having a bad time, having a bad week, bad day, whatever it is, and somebody asks you how you're doing, you just say good. Because it's going about just as good as it can be. Even if it's going bad, it's going about just as good as it can be. I think that's the story for a lot of men. You don't really talk about it. Men don't really talk about it. It's always, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I think a lot of men in the chat can relate to that. Yeah, if things are good, they're great. I like saying that. I don't know if anybody said that before me, or if I coined that, or if somebody much wiser than me. Probably not, right? Said it before, but I like the saying, things are going just as good as they could be. I think a lot of men feel that way. If things are going good, hey, going just as good as it could be. Or if things are bad, you know what? It's going just as good as it could be. Men don't really let people know if things are going bad. You might be able to talk to your mom if your parents are still around. If you're lucky enough to have your parents still around, which I am, thank God. you might be able to tell them that things aren't going good. But most of the time when you're amongst peers and men are asked, how are you doing? It's always, I'm good. I'm good. Going just as good as it could be. You know? Anyways, let's get some super chats. And again, huge shout out to Cole Hauser for the raid. Dr. Gordo with a 5 month says, I had to tighten my budget to afford a new car, but my FearTheBeardo membership made the cuts. Keep up the awesome content creation. Thank you, Dr. Gordo, for the 5 months, man. To afford a new car. A new car? Like a new brand new car? A new? What'd you get, bro? What'd you get, Dr. Gordo, for the 5 months? Stormbreaker with the 2 says, what the fuck, Beardo? Where's the Coors Light? It is 10 a.m., sir. It is 10 a.m. I am on coffee with a little bit of milk. That's it. It is 10 a.m. But thank you, Stormbreaker, for the, I don't know. Or, yeah, thank you. It's too early for me to think of big words. The horror host with a 5. Since I'm getting hit with 4 to 5 inches of snow, that's actually a lot. That's actually fairly an above average amount of snow when you think about it. What's your favorite cold weather food? I mean, you gotta go chili, right? You gotta go chili. Dan Vask. Hey, what up, Dan Vask? Says, yo, listening, eating my post-workout meal. Gains. What up, Dan? How you doing, Dan? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, 4 to 5 inches of snow, that's freaking huge. Yeah, that is a very much above average size of snow. Chili and soup, grilled cheese and tomato soup, ramen during cold weather, soup. Okay, ramen. Yeah, ramen's good. Cold weather. Usually, like, ramen for me is like when I'm feeling sick, whatever. Cold weather, man, I love some chili. I love some chili. And with the Super Bowl being next weekend, Super Bowl next weekend, it's next weekend, right? It is next weekend. It's next weekend. Yeah. I'm gonna make some chili. I don't know what the plans are. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know who I'm hanging out with. But I know, even if I'm alone watching the Super Bowl, I'm making some fucking chili. Yep. There you go. My dad used to make chili every Super Bowl Sunday. Me too. My dad makes Super Bowl. My dad makes the Super Bowl. No, my dad makes chili every Super Bowl. And now that I'm out here in Florida, I had to keep up the tradition and do it myself. So I've been making some chili, and it is good. It is good. Deer chili, you know what, Mark? That's not a bad idea, because I take ground beef and sausage and mix it together for the chili. You know what I'll do this year? Is I'll take that deer sausage you sent me. I'll take that deer sausage, and that's what I'll use for the breakfast sausage. I'll just use that deer sausage with some ground beef. That's what I'll do for the Super Bowl. Venison chili is amazing. That's what I'll do, dude. That's what I'll do. Don't tell X-Wing, because I'm still supposed to give X-Wing some of that deer meat. I'm pretty sure that all of the ground beef, the just pure ground venison, I think I used it all. I think it's gone. I might have one more sleeve. You use breakfast sausage. So you use one of the little sleeves of breakfast sausage, but then you use like a whole sleeve or a whole tray of ground beef. Should I? Fuck X-Wing. Fuck X-Wing. Yeah. Mark says, I still have a shit ton. Dude. You know where to send it to? If you're trying to get rid of some, dude, you know where to send it. And I'll pay for it. I'll pay for the shipping, dude. Just let me know. If you're trying to get rid of some, I'll pay for the shipping. Should I tell you guys my fucking chili recipe? I don't know if I should. You know what? I'll grift it. For a $50 super chat, I'll give the chili recipe. How about that? For a $50 super chat, I will share. Yeah, I'm gonna grift it. Yeah, I'm smart enough. I know smart enough. Yeah, you're learning. You're a wizard, Harry. Oi, blimey. You're a wizard, Harry. This is Jeremy inspired. For a $50 super chat, I will give you guys my chili recipe. And it is good. It is good. Good morning, Dominic Lopez. Good morning, Dominic. Some things should remain sacred like chili recipes. This is true. That's why I'm willing to give it out for $50 minimum. But I love it, man. I love making chili. I made my first batch ever of homemade chili a few months ago, and it was good. It was good. I nailed it, man. I nailed it. I'm into the spicy, savory chili. I don't like the sweet chili. Throw it out. Get it out. Yeah, no. I want that spicy, savory chili. And you got to have Fritos too. The Fritos scoops. You got to have the Fritos scoops for your chili too. There was a question here. Beans or no beans? Of course there's beans in my chili. Of course there's beans. Beans belong in chili. I'm not making chili to put on your hot dogs. No bean chili is what you put on your hot dogs if you're making a chili dog. If you just want to go chili out of a bowl with a few Fritos scoops, beans. You have to put beans in it. The no beans thing is this Texas Homer thing where they're like, where they think that they make the rules. They think they make the rules down in Texas for a lot of things. And I love Texas, don't get me wrong. Texas is cool. But there's a few things that the Texans do. By the way, we did get the 50, says Beardo Smart, chili recipe needed. Thank you again. For the first time. Bebop at the $50 super chat chili recipe. Okay. We will do it. We will do it. Okay. We will do the chili recipe for sure. Those Texans, man, and I love Texas. I love people from Texas, but there's a few things that they just think that they make the rules. They think they just decide certain things. Like Whataburger? Whataburger? Have you guys ever had Whataburger? Mid. They're like, Whataburger is the greatest thing ever. Whataburger is God's gift to humanity and to America. When you have Whataburger, it's like McDonald's Burger King level. And we've talked about this 100 times. We've talked about this 100 times, dude. Whataburger's not even close. It's not even close. It's fine. It's fine. But it's McDonald's Burger King. Carl's Jr. is better than Whataburger. Whataburger? Carl's Jr. is better than Whataburger. Here is the hierarchy. The hierarchy. Is it hierarchy or hierarchy? I think it's both. Both can be true at the same time. Hierarchy of burgers. And this is definitive. This is not to be argued against. Because FearTheBeardo, if there's one person that knows a good cheeseburger, it's me. In-N-Outs. Number one, not even close. In-N-Outs. In-N-Outs is number one. In-N-Outs is just different, dude. It's different. It's so good. In-N-Outs. Culver's. Culver's, too. Carl's Jr. And then you can put Five Guys in there, too. But Five Guys, you got to take out a fucking loan to get Five Guys. If you're taking a chick on a date or you're trying to feed the family at Five Guys, you get 4 burgers from Five Guys with fries. Yeah, have fun spending $100. $100 for 4 burgers and fries at Five Guys. Not worth it. Not worth it. It's good. It's not $100 good. In-N-Outs, Culver's, Carl's Jr., Five Guys. That's like S tier. That's S tier. Fast food burgers. We're talking fast food burgers. And then you got the step below. You got like Wendy's. Wendy's, I guess. Sonic has good burgers. And then you're going down another tier. And that's where you get your McDonald's, your Burger King, and Whataburger. Whataburger, like there's a buffer tier in between Whataburger and In-N-Out, but these Texans, and like I said, let me re-emphasize this. I love Texas. I love people from Texas. Very nice, outgoing people. Very kind, very welcoming. But when it comes to Whataburger, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you kidding me? I think it's this Texas pride thing. Because Texas didn't have In-N-Out for the longest time. Now In-N-Out is in Texas, and In-N-Out is putting Whataburger out of business. So now all these Whataburger people are like, oh man, we got to do something about this. We got to fix this. So now we have to try to convince people that Whataburger is the greatest thing. That Whataburger is God's gift to people. They're like, we got to change the narrative about Whataburger. Now that In-N-Outs is in Texas, we have to protect Whataburger. It's not that good, dude. It's not good. And I'm just being honest. I'm not being a homer. I'm not trying to hate. I'm not a hater. I'm not being a hater. That's just how it is. What is the worst burger of all time? Worst burger. Fast food burger? What is the worst fast food burger of all time? Well, it's got to be like Checkers or Rallies, right? Checkers or Rallies? Got to be one of those guys. Checkers and Rallies. For the worst burger. Shout out to Dan Vask. Thank you, Chelsea. Chelsea for the 5 gifted FearTheBeardo membership. Thank you. You know what else? Who else I forgot? I forgot about Freddy's. Have you guys ever had Freddy's? Freddy's smash burgers? Bro, they're good. Freddy's is good. Jack in the Box has good burgers too. Jack in the Box surprisingly is good burgers. To be honest, again, boys, I'm not hating. I would rather have a Jack in the Box burger than a Whataburger. I would. But Freddy's is good too. I would put Freddy's in that upper echelon, the S tier echelon with In-N-Outs, Culver's, Carl's Jr. You can put Freddy's in there too. Yeah. I think that's a safe bet. People are saying Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake? I feel like Steak and Shake is just a trendy thing. I feel like Steak and Shake is trendy. It's like that hipster trendy thing. It's like, oh, we're going to Steak and Shake. Like, it's like a hipster trend. It's like a hairstyle. Steak and Shake is. I've been to Steak and Shake and I was like, yeah, that was a burger. That was a burger. You know? I was like, yeah, I'm eating a cheeseburger. Well, for a while there, Steak and Shake was like the cool hip thing. Like, yeah, Steak and Shake. Woohoo! Steak and Shake. It's like a fucking hairstyle. It's like, I don't know. It's like the gay movement in the past 20 or 30 years. It's like trendy to be gay nowadays. It's trendy. Hey, look, guys, I'm special because I'm gay. That's going to get clipped. That's how I feel about Steak and Shake. It's like, hey, guys, I'm eating Steak and Shake and I'm gay. Look at me. I'm special. That's kind of like what Steak and Shake is. You know? You know? Thank you, Joe Rosie, the real Joe Rosie, for the gifted FearTheBeardo membership. Thank you, Joe Rosie. Yeah, Steak and Shake is just like this trendy thing. Freddy's Burger's good. If you guys haven't had Freddy's Burger and if you have one in your area, I mean, I wouldn't drive like an hour to it. But if you're passing by, if you're going somewhere and you're passing by, even if you're not hungry and you're like, oh, look, hey, there's a Freddy's Burger. Stop and get some Freddy's Burgers. They're fucking good. They're good. But nothing beats In-N-Out, bro. Nothing beats In-N-Out. It's in a tier all on its own. You get that double animal style. No lettuce, no tomato. Plus some chopped chilies on it. Gosh, man, that is another level of cheeseburger. That is another level. All right. Let me go ahead and get some of these gifted memberships out of the way real quick. PD the Greek. Thank you, PD the Greek, for the gifted FearTheBeardo membership. Thank you, PD. And shout out again to Chelsea for the 5 gifted FearTheBeardo membership. Thank you. And Joe Rosie with the gifted FearTheBeardo membership. Thank you. In-N-Outs, man. In-N-Outs is in a fucking hierarchy all of its own. It is the best fast food cheeseburger of all time. Nothing's going to beat it. Nothing's going to top it. As far as fast food goes, In-N-Outs, it can't even be argued. It's not even worth arguing with people about it. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. But sometimes the truth hurts. What are you going to do? I don't know. Yeah, and it's cheap. In-N-Out's burger's cheap, man. You can get 3 In-N-Out burgers for the same price of 1 Big Mac at McDonald's. It's cheap. They keep their prices cheap. Plus, dude, the fucking chocolate shakes are good. Animal style fries. People shit on In-N-Out fries, and I will agree they're not the greatest, but it's not like they're fucking terrible. Because you can order your In-N-Out fries like, people are like, they're not crispy enough. In-N-Out fries aren't crispy enough. They're not crispy enough. Order them well done. You know you can do that, right? Shocker. In-N-Out fries aren't crispy enough. Order your fries well done, dude. Come on, boys. We're smarter than this. We're adults. We know these things. We know these things. Just get them well done, man. Get them well done. Put some grilled onions on it. Okay, let's get to the chili. This is a very food-oriented Overtime with Beardo today. But that's what the show's about. Overtime with Beardo. Everything's on the table, man. We'll talk about anything. Chili recipe. All right, chili. Where do we start? Okay. $50 for Beardo's chili recipe. Here we go. You start off. This is how you start it off. You take a white onion, not a yellow onion, a white onion. Dice it up. Put it in the Dutch oven on the stovetop. You put it on the stovetop. You put a white onion, some diced jalapenos, and the jalapenos, that's up to you. How much? You need at least one, minimum one jalapeno. I'll probably go like 2 or 3 diced jalapenos. You put that in the Dutch oven. A little bit of avocado oil or olive oil, something. And then, here's a secret. You take an entire pack of bacon and you cut it up raw. Raw. You cut it up raw into little fucking bacon bits, raw. Put it in the bottom of the Dutch oven. You cook those first by themselves. And you brown up and you cook down the onions and the jalapenos and the bacon until the bacon is fully cooked to your liking. I like crispy bacon. You put some fresh ground garlic in there, or minced garlic in there. But I wouldn't add the minced garlic in there because it can burn like right away. I would say put the minced garlic in once the onions, jalapenos, and bacon are almost done cooking. Then you put the minced garlic in. Because if you put it in the beginning, it's going to burn. So don't do that. And then that's when you start adding your tomatoes. You put in a can of tomato paste. You put a big can of tomato sauce. And then a big can of diced tomatoes in it. Okay. You add your fucking pepper, whatever seasonings that you like. I like putting Meat Church Holy Cow in it. Also, this is where you put your beans in. Spirian, what the fuck are you... Spirian? Bro. Minced garlic has no taste. Use fresh garlic. Spirian, what the fuck do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about taking cloves of garlic and mincing it yourself, bro. I'm not talking about jarlic, where you just take a fucking jar of already minced garlic and you fucking spoon it in there, which you can do. No, you're taking full cloves of garlic and you're fucking chopping it up and mincing it yourself. Come on, Spirian. I know what I'm talking about! Anyways, this is one of the other secrets for your beans. Bush's baked beans, but there's a special one. It's called Chili Magic. Bush's baked beans, Chili Magic beans. It's a real thing. You should be able to find it at your grocery store. Bush's Chili Magic beans. Take like 2 fucking cans of it, fucking put them in. And then another can of red kidney beans. Put them in. Get all that fucking cooking. Also, you're going to need packets of fucking chili seasoning too. You're going to need packets of chili seasoning. Whichever one you like. This is up to your idea. But 2 packets. get 2 packets of chili seasoning. You should find them on the shelf somewhere in your seasoning section in your grocery store. But chili seasoning, 2 packs, fucking put it in. Put it in. Forget about it. Bang! Like Emerald. Stir all that up. You can get it hot, but not too hot. Then, here's another cheat code, another hack, another secret to the recipe. And it requires having a smoker. It requires having a smoker of any kind, whether it's a offset stick burner or a pellet grill. Put that bitch on. Get the fucking grill up. Get the grill ready. Probably, I don't know, 300 degrees? 300 degrees, maybe? I don't know. As long as you want. You can put it low and slow. Or if you're trying to get things turned around, you can bump up the heat a little bit. But when it comes to the meat, you don't put any of the meat in the chili yet. This is what you do. You take your ground beef and your breakfast sausage and you mix it together. You mix it all together and you make a giant like meat loaf. It's going to look like a football. A giant football meat thing. You put that on a wire rack. Once you have it formed, you put it on a wire rack. You take the Dutch oven. Put it on the smoker, and then directly on top of the open Dutch oven, you put the wire rack with the meat on top of the Dutch oven. And you're going to smoke the meat and cook the meat. Why you do that is so that all of the meat drippings, when you're smoking the meats, is going to drip right down into the chili base that you've already made. I know what you guys are thinking. Beardo, why have I never thought of that? I don't know, because I'm awesome and I know what I'm doing. I'm a pit master. If there's one thing Fear the Beardo knows how to do, I know how to fucking cook. So now you wait until your beef is already cooked. You wait till your you wait until your meat's cooked. You take everything off. And then you can either take a knife, whatever, you can do it with your hands with gloves on and stuff. You break apart. You break apart all the fucking beef that you just fucking cooked into little things. And then you put it into the fucking pot of chili. And then you stir it all up. Chili's done. And you can serve it into a bowl, put a little bit of shredded cheese on top, some green onion if you want, sour cream, some Frito scoops, cornbread, however you like to garnish your chili. Do whatever you want to garnish your chili. But that is how you can make some of the best fucking chili that you'll ever have. There you go. Crow Hollow says, I'm making this tonight. Let's go. But yeah. That, I'm telling you. What if you don't have a smoker? You can do it in the oven. You can follow every single process that I just said of putting the wire rack on top of the Dutch oven, with the beef on top of the wire rack and dripping into the Dutch oven. You can do that in your regular oven, conventional oven. You can do that too. But obviously, if you do it in the smoker, you're going to get the smoke flavor into the beef. So, but you can do it in a regular conventional oven. You're just not going to have that smoke flavor. But anyways, that is the Fear the Beardo chili recipe, and I fucking guarantee you it's going to be one of the best fucking chilies that you are ever going to fucking have. Guaranteed. Nerdy Mechanic says we need Beardo's cookbook. I'm telling you, boys, I know how to fucking cook. You can talk to any one of my friends. Any one of my friends. Jay, Lee, X-Wing, Jeremy, they've all had my cooking. Jed, you can talk to any one of my friends. I cook for them quite often. I have them over. And I'm chefing it the fuck up. And I know how to fucking cook, boys. Thank you. Shout out to the Nerdy Mechanic says we need Beardo's cookbook. But yeah, it's good. It'll give you diarrhea, but in a good way. In a good way. Thank you, Bebop, for the $50 super chat. Thank you. Obi-Wan Kenobi with a 2 says ramen is overrated. Okay. Thank you for the 2. And Obi-Wan Kenobi with a 5 says it's easier to get canned Wendy's chili and call it a day. Mark Andre Roy with a 9 months says Five Guys is mid and overrated. Fight me. I think for the price it's overrated. Yeah. I do. Why didn't you become a chef? Sounds like you know your shit, Beardo. Here's the funny thing. And there's a few industries that are like this. Here's the funny thing about like being a chef or in the food industry. There's a few other industries that behave like this. If you didn't go to school for it, the higher ups in the industry will not fucking respect you. If you don't have a fucking piece of paper, a bullshit piece of paper, they won't even fucking look at you as being qualified or take you seriously, which is bullshit. Nowadays, that's bullshit because there's YouTube, there's blogs, there's forums, self-taught, whether you're self-taught and stuff, but like, there's a lot of industries. If you don't have some fucking piece of paper that says, I went to this fucking culinary school, like, they'll just fucking turn the other cheek and they'll fucking they won't even fucking bother. There you go. Adam, Renaissance nerd, who does have some experience in the food industry, says there's no money in the food industry. Even if you went to school, trust me, I was there. Yeah, there's a few of those industries that their head is so far shoved up their fucking ass where they just love the smell of each other's farts, that because, oh, look, I have this piece of paper that I did this thing and I paid, an X amount of money to get this piece of paper that says that I'm special. So, and I'm not going to do that. And I can guarantee you that there's a lot of fucking people out there, like, there's a lot of people out there that have that fucking piece of paper to say, oh, look, I went to culinary school and I fucking went into fucking debt and I have all these student loans, but look, I have this piece of paper that I went to culinary school. There's a few of them. That I would fucking run laps around. When it comes to barbecue, there's people that have that fucking piece of paper that dude, I would just leave them in the fucking dust. Humbly, of course. As humble as I could be, they couldn't fucking catch up. You couldn't fucking do it. Anyways. But I love cooking, but I wouldn't want to make it a career. I wouldn't want to make it a profession or anything, like, because it's an escape for me. Barbecuing is an escape for me, and I fear that if I turned it into a job and something that I had to do, I wouldn't love it anymore. So I'd rather just do it as a hobby, Let's see here. General Duality with the 5 says, as a Texan, I have to agree with Beardo on Whataburger. They suck now after being sold to a Chicago company. I prefer In-N-Out over Whataburger. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, General Duality, with the $5. That guy's got a big brain. He's got his head screwed on straight right there. Giggity says, I'm back. Did I miss the recipe? Yeah, you did. You can go ahead and rewind it. Hey, what up? What up, Gray Bush? How you doing, Bush? I was hanging out with Gray Bush yesterday. We were out on the links. Me, Bush, and X-Wing were out on the links yesterday. Nerdy Mechanics says, good barbecue isn't just a skill, but takes soul. No amount of money and paper can make a banger barbecue. Well said. I agree. Well said. Hell yeah. Still driving. Yeah, you had a long drive. Right after we were done playing golf yesterday with Gray Bush, me and X-Men were like, we're going home. And Bush is like, I'm driving to Oklahoma right after golf. We're like, damn, how long is that? He's like, it's probably going to be like 35 hours. Fuck. Yeah, brother. That's wild. Obi-Wan Cannoli with it too says, what a disappointment. Yeah, Whataburger. Just change your name. What a disappointment instead. Mark Andre Roy with the 109 says, when you come to Connecticut, you'll have to try Duchess Burger. I'm down. I've been saying this for the better part of probably about 2 years now. I want to put together a G&G, like, I don't know about a meetup, but just like a G&G, like, road trip or whatever, where we go to Connecticut, we go to the pizza capital of the world, we go to Sal's, we go to what's the other one? Papa whatever. We go right down on that fucking main street where there's like 10 fucking different New Haven style pizzas, and we do like a pizza tour. You get me, Jeremy, Jay, Ryan, X-Wing, Jed. We bring the boys. We go up to New Haven, Connecticut, and we make like a 3-day trip out of it where we just get some fucking pizza. No, Pepe's. It's Pepe's. You go to Pepe's, you go to Sal's or Sally's. I want to go to New Haven. And do a pizza crawl. Yeah, exactly. Geeks and Gamers pizza crawl. I want to go for like 3 or 4 days, dude. And just, that's all you do. That's all we're going to do. Hang out and have fucking pizza all fucking day. And guess what? The next day, do it again. Go to the places that we haven't gone. Then the next day, do it again. And then on the last day, we'll go and have the 3 best restaurants that we all thought was the best. We'll go to those ones on the last day. Then go fucking home. I would love to go to New Haven, Connecticut. I would love to. And do the pizza crawl. Thank you, Mark, for the super chat. Neil Horn with a 2 says, if you say no beans and chili, then get banned. I put beans in my chili, man. Here we go. John Ambler says, Beardo, not my idea, but Crow Hollow suggested making a cookbook with comic book style by Ripa Bro Science Cookbook. Sounds like a legit idea. You might be onto something. The only problem with that is I don't measure my stuff. I eyeball everything. I don't bring out the fucking measuring cups or the measuring glasses and like, okay, 2 cups of this, 2 tablespoons of this, 1 teaspoon of this. I don't do that, man. I'm a dude. I'm a guy. I'll just fucking put shit in. I'm like, that looks good. And it always turns out pretty fucking good. Just put some in. Yeah. Yep, good. I don't know what those sound effects were, but I just made them up right now. So write it that way. Give some personality. The Beardo measurement. the Beardo measurement. Yeah. The only time you measure is when you bake, says Adam. Yeah, I mean, because baking is like a science. Baking's different. Baking is different. Because baking is less cooking and more of like a science. It's like you're taking all of these, different components and chemicals, and you're like, this is going to make this react, and we're going to have a fucking explosion, and this is going to make this rise, and this is going to fucking turn the frogs gay. And then you have a beautiful cake at the end, Baking is more of a science than it is cooking. I would agree with that. It's like chemistry. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out. Teddy M with a 5 says, I use molasses, and being a Texas boy, mole and Shiner Bach, my chili con carne. It's good shit. That does sound good, brother. That does sound good. Irish Skywalker with a $10 super chat says, can't wait to shoot the breeze at MegaCon. It's my 30th wedding anniversary. I'll introduce you to the Mrs. Irish Skywalker and my sons. Hoping to have a beer with you at the meetup or at Universal. Hail. Well, the meetup will be at Universal. The meetup will be at Universal, and we do have news. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Thank you, Irish Skywalker, for the $10, and we will for sure be enjoying a beer at the meetup. But here we go. Boys, we've been talking for an hour. We have not talked about any topics, just cooking. If you have Twitter or X, go to the Geeks and Gamers Twitter page. You see Geeks and Gamers MegaCon Orlando Meetup 2026. Everything you need to know, information's right there with the link. So finally, we do have information on the scheduled plan for Geeks and Gamers at this year's Orlando MegaCon. So go ahead over to Twitter, check out that post, and you guys can find out all the information that you need to know about the Geeks and Gamers Orlando meetup as far as MegaCon, Universal Studios, what the plan is. Make sure if you guys are planning on going, is there an RSVP? Make sure you guys RSVP. And the main reason to RSVP is so that we, as a company, can track the head count of year by year, and we can see, year by year, okay, in this year we had this many people. The next year, we had an increase of 500 more people. The next year we had an increase of 300 people. So we can get a good foundation of what can we expect for the next year when we're planning these meetups and stuff. So that's what the RSVP is good for, is getting a good idea of how many people are showing up to these things year after year after year, so we can, properly plan out what the venue is going to be. But head over to Twitter and make sure that you guys check out that information. So that's exciting. The Hardcore Hater MMA with a $5 says, saw some of the chat asking about UFC 325 post-show recap with me tonight live. Well, there you go. Little self-promotion right there. But they did send a super chat, the Hardcore Hater MMA, with the $5 super chat. There you go. 325 post-show recap. Stormbreaker with a 2 says, you and I, carne asada cook-off, Beardo? Dude, you don't stand a chance. You do not stand a chance, Stormbreaker. I'm not saying that it's not going to be good, but it ain't going to be fucking FearTheBeardo good carne asada. I'll fucking tell you that right now. Come on. Thank you for the 2. We also have some other news. Some Ripaverse news. And you guys can benefit from this using my code. Limited time digital event for the Ripaverse. Starting January 30th, which was yesterday. Get 10 fan favorite Rip-A-Verse graphic novels in a special digital collection available for the first time ever. Instant access, no shipping, and the campaign ends on February 13th. So you guys have 14 more days to get your digital Rip-A-Verse comics. You have it on your phone, on your laptop, on your iPad, whatever. And you can use code Beardo. Use code Beardo to get a discount on your Rip-A-Verse digital comic books. How about that? My code works. Use code Beardo to save and get a discount on your digital comic book. So, it was right there. So let's see what ones they have. You have Alpha Core, Isom, Horseman, Gooding, Bloodruth, Saints and Sinners, the Ripazine, a few Ripazines, Isom 2, and Yaira. So there you go. Rip-A-Verse Digital. Use code Beardo to save on your digital Rip-A-Verse comic books. And you have 14 days until February 13th to get those digital comic books. So I think that's exciting, man. That's cool. That's cool that they're going digital. That's pretty freaking awesome. All right, Lotus Flower with the 6 months says, baking is my way of relaxing. Lemon drizzle cake is my specialty. Bro, Lotus Flower, my love language is lemon cake. Oh my God. Lemon cake. Lemon cake is, oh my gosh. I love it. I love lemon cake. It's got to have the lemon icing on it, though. Lemon icing with a little bit of lemon zest as well. But lemon cake, that is my go-to. Yeah. Love me some lemon cake, man. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and make fun of retards. Why don't we do that? Let's go ahead and make fun of retards. That's what we like doing. We like making fun of retards. So let's go ahead and do it. If you guys are familiar with Jamil Hill, why is it not showing? Jamil Hill is a failed sports journalist, commentator, makes everything about race. She is fucking retarded. One of the worst detriments to humanity that has ever graced the earth. Jamil Hill decides to get political, of course, because Don Lemon got arrested yesterday for the whole conspiracy and the protest and the church and everything. Don Lemon got arrested yesterday, and Jamil Hill decides to open up her stupid fucking bitch whore mouth and make everything about race, because Don Lemon is not just a black guy. He is a gay black guy. So keep that in mind. He's extra special. Don Lemon isn't just special because he's black. He's extra special because he's a gay black. So he's checking off 2 boxes. Really 3 boxes, because he's a fucking retard. Anyways, let's go ahead and listen to Jamil Hill.
We need to remind ourselves of the racial element of this. There is a reason why I think the reason why Donald Trump not only picked independent journalists, but black journalists in particular. Clearly, we know there's no love lost between Don Lemon and Donald Trump, that he's been very critical of the president. The president they've gone back and forth. But if we go back and
she just looks like an alien. She doesn't look like she's from this planet. She is a very interesting person to look at, let alone listen to, but to look at. She looks like she's from fucking Middle Earth.
And undo all the layers of all of this. It was black journalists that were really at the forefront of calling Donald Trump out, from the birtherism movement throughout a lot of the things.
She looks like she's trying to be white, not gonna lie. Well, her hair's fake. Both of their hair is fake. Let's be honest. Both of their hair is fake. It would be interesting, Lady Aaron D, that's a very good point. That's a good point. It would be interesting to look at what Jamil Hill looked like 10 years ago compared to now, that would be interesting if we can find that. If we can find a comparison of what Jemele Hill looked like 10 years ago. Because Beyonce did it, right? Beyonce did it. You look at pictures of Beyonce 15 years ago to today, she is much lighter. She's much lighter. Her skin complexion is much lighter. But yeah, I mean, both their hair is fake. Yeah. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if you look at Jemele Hill 10 years ago, if her skin is much darker. So that is an interesting point you bring up.
That they saw early before the rest of the press really picked up on some of the things that concerned a lot of black journalists. Hello, me, who also called out Donald Trump in 2017. And the reason why I think he picked these particular journalists is being independent. You don't have the backing of a CNN. You don't have the backing of a big network. The other part of it, too, is that if you can make them the face of this issue that is happening in Minneapolis, we know that given some of the racial issues that we have in this country, it is likely to have a lot less sympathy because they are journalists, one, and people hate the press, and two, because they're black. And so I do think that that's an important part of this.
This chick, who's terrible, by the way. She's also terrible, the chick on the right. But she looks into the camera right here, and she's even tired of it. She's even tired. She's sick of it. He's like, how many times is she going to say racial, race, racial, racial? Like, she's fucking said it like 50 times in this a minute and a half video.
Part of this, especially given the president's own language when it comes to anti-DEI and making black people the face of woke and all that we...
Black people aren't the face of woke. White liberal women are the face of woke. And that's not because Trump made them the face of woke. They did. They coined themselves as the face of woke. They're proud to be woke. You go to some of these fucking white liberal women's fucking Twitter accounts, and it says in their bio, woke. Woke. Whoa. Look at me. I'm woke. Like, they're proud of it, man. That's like if conservatives felt the need to put in their fucking social media bio description based. And here's the thing as well. If I see a conservative Republican, their social media, and it says based in their fucking bio, that's gay. You bully that person. You make fun of them. How is being based a part of your personality or profession? How does being based make you special? It doesn't. But these fucking retards, these fucking lunatics, will put woke in their bio because they want to let you know that they're an ally. We're an ally to degeneracy. We're an ally to falling further and further away from God. We're an ally to hating Christianity. We're an ally to mutilating children. Just want to let you know that I have your back if you want to have 16 abortions and kill children. I'm an ally. That's what woke means. And they put it in their bio just to let you know. It's really fucking gay, dude.
Heard from this administration. All of this is combined together and meant to drum up a certain sentiment against these journalists so that...
Anyways, I'm sick and tired of fucking listening to her, but just race baiting, freaking, about the whole Don Lemon situation without even fucking knowing what the hell you're doing. What are you even talking about here? Don Lemon was arrested. It was the FACE Act and also conspiracy to like prohibit. Like, they didn't use the word religion, but just like, to whatever. My nose is running. I have to wipe my nose. Please excuse me. Don't clip this out. Anyways. Okay, I saw this and this was like all over the internet yesterday. This kind of broke the internet. Sydney Sweeney, dude, on the cover of Cosmopolitan. Look at, I mean, I think if Sydney Sweeney isn't already there, which she might be, she is this generation's like Pamela Anderson. Like being famous for having great tits and being a very pretty blonde woman with great humongous boobs. She's this generation's Pamela Anderson. I mean, she understood the assignment. Sydney Sweeney's like, okay, I'm an attractive female. Blonde hair, blue eyes, attractive female, nice teeth. But I have, or she has, for the sake of the stream, because I don't want it to get clipped out, she has massive fucking cannons. And she understood the assignment. She's like, you know what? I'm not the most beautiful woman, but I am very pretty, but I also have massive fucking mammaries. And let's fucking put them on display. Let's do it. Without being a fucking Instagram, actually kind of Instagram. Without being an OnlyFans fucking sex worker whore. Let me just, advertise her huge boobies. And dude, she's number one, man. I don't think there's anybody in the world who is any woman. I don't think there's any woman in the world right now who is more popular than Sydney Sweeney. Hold on one second. One second. Anyways, yes, Sydney Sweeney is this generation's Pamela Anderson. She is probably the most popular woman in the world. And she knows. She knows. She's got massive fucking titties. And it's working, man. It's working. I think at the end of the day, she might even become more popular than Pamela Anderson. I mean, when you're showing up to public events and you're looking like this, I mean, when you got that going on, like, come on, she knows what she's doing, and we all appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Even the women appreciate it. Even the women appreciate it. We love it. What else do I have for you guys here? What else do we have? Oh, this is funny. This is funny. Why is my monitor might be going out? Go ahead and do a little refresh. My monitor might be going out. Oh, fuck, it might be. Damn it. Well, somebody send me a $200 super chat so I can buy a new monitor, because it might be going out. Russell Wilson. Let's talk about Russell Wilson here for a little bit. She'll never touch Pamela Anderson's status. She might already be there. That's the thing. Sydney Sweeney might have already topped it. I don't know. I might have been too young. This might have been a little bit before my time. I don't know. I think Sydney Sweeney might already be there. She might already have her topped. I don't know. Poll it. All right, we'll poll it. Has Sydney Sweeney topped Pam Anderson status? Yes or no? Boom. Polls out. Woo Nation says, yeah, she's already beat Pam. Her tits are real, so she beats her. That's another point. That's another great point. Sydney Sweeney's tits are real. Pam Anderson was popular because she had great fake tits, and she had Baywatch. She had Baywatch. The Tommy Lee sex tape, that's true. But Sydney Sweeney has Euphoria, which I don't get Euphoria. I don't watch Euphoria, but her boobs were in that show and whatever. But it is a good point that Sydney Sweeney's tits are real and Pam Anderson's were fake. So right now on 85 votes, has Sydney Sweeney topped Pam Anderson's status? 64% says yes. 64% says yes. 36% no. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that she might have already passed Pam Anderson status. Sydney Sweeney. She's the most popular woman in the world right now. I mean, is there another one? Is there another woman in the world that is more popular today at this very moment than Sydney Sweeney? I don't know, man. That's a tough one. And it could just be our corner of the internet. It could just be our corner where we, hyperfixate on Sydney Sweeney. But unfortunately, it's Taylor Swift. You think Taylor Swift right now, currently at this very moment today, is more popular than Sydney Sweeney? I don't know about that. Might be close, but Taylor Swift has fallen off in the past 2 years. Generational, Pam also has multiple Playboy covers. Yeah. Sydney Sweeney, the poll, Sydney Sweeney top Pam Anderson status, it's moved up to 68% yes. Sweeney has Sweeney's fan base is men, not just men, dude. Not just men. Women with their head screwed on straight, that's the thing. Like, women who aren't fucking crazy, jealous women, respect other beautiful women. So, anyways. All right, we're going to go ahead and end the poll. 120 votes. 120 votes says 67% says yes, that Sydney Sweeney is already more popular than Pam Anderson was at her peak. So that could be subjective, but that's at least what the Bearded Society thinks. What are you guys saying here in the super chats about it? Let's see. Teddy M with a 199 says Sydney has what are called Bazez Kabira in Arabic. Bazez Kabira in Arabic. I don't know. I don't speak terrorist. I don't know what that means. But thank you, Teddy M, for the 199. I'm not calling you a terrorist. I'm just saying I don't speak the language of the terrorists. K-Joe with a 2 says great genes. She does have great genes. Weird Robot with a 5 says Sydney Sweeney looks like she takes care of her toenails. Just saying. Oh, she does. Sydney Sweeney does take care of her toenails. All right. Let's go ahead and change gears here. Switch topics. Russell Wilson, who is an NFL quarterback, Super Bowl champion quarterback. When Russell Wilson's then wife went crazy on draft night thinking that she won the lottery. So my monitor is for sure going out right now. I don't know what's going on with okay, it fixed itself. It's not the monitor, it's just the page. It's just, you guys see that? You guys saw that fucking mumbo jumbo, the little fucking pixelated stuff? I don't know, it might just be Twitter. I don't think my monitor's going out. The couple divorced 2 years later, not long after Russell Wilson signed a record-breaking $87 million extension. So when Russell Wilson was in college, Wisconsin, he was married to this white chick right here. Now you guys know, current year, Russell Wilson has a family with, what's the pop star's name? What's her name? Ciara? Is that her name? Ciara? I don't know. Used to be popular, not so popular anymore. But anyways, like, just, you kind of can't help but feel bad for her. You kind of feel bad for her a little bit. Because she thought that she was set for life when Russell Wilson got drafted. By the way, Russell Wilson was like a third or fourth round draft pick. So it's not like, you know, off rip. They had no clue that he was going to be the starter in Seattle. When Russell Wilson got drafted to Seattle, they actually just signed Matt Flynn to a big contract, thinking that Matt Flynn was going to be the starter there. And Russell Wilson wound up beating him out in camp, and Russell Wilson was the starter. But it's not like Russell Wilson was like, you know, this generational quarterback that was guaranteed to start day one. You know, he worked his way through training camp to beat out Matt Flynn because Matt Flynn was going to be the starter. They signed Matt Flynn to this insane fucking contract. But anyways, you got to watch this because she freaks the fuck out thinking that she is set for life.
This kid, I'm jealous of Seattle. I wish I could coach.
It's right there, dude. That face right there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's that face right there, man. Oh, God. She was so excited. Hey, what up, Brandon? How you doing, Brandon? How you doing, Brandon? Dude, she thought she fucking made it. We're going to get the house. We're going to get the second house. We're going to get the boat. We're going to get the jet skis. We're going to have the fucking pool with the lazy river. We're going to have fucking 5 kids. She thought she was set for life, dude.
74%.
And she's got the stupid little dog. She's got the ferret dog. Look at the dog just pops up. She's got the little fucking ferret-sized fucking pocket-sized dog. Oh, no. She's thinking, she's like right there front and center. And why do these women do that? Like, sure, I'm sure she's happy that her husband, Russ, got drafted. I'm sure that she is genuinely happy for him. But on a lot of these draft day videos or draft day footage, you see the girlfriends of these college athletes who are getting drafted. They try to make it about them. They know that they're going to be on TV. They try to take the spotlight. They're trying to get in the main frame and center frame of the picture. Like, they're always trying to, for some reason, make it about them. Like, that's going to be their fucking 15 seconds of fame. But this one's sad because, holy fuck, look how fucking, I mean, geez Louise. Holy smokes, bro. Oh, man. That's wild. And she's got the little fucking pocket-sized
74% completion basically this year. Set an end.
And she thought she was going to be set for life. And what? It says, why isn't it? Oh, it's not showing anymore. It says, divorced just 2 years later. Ouch. Ouch. What are you going to do, man? That's rough. That is rough. Yeah. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's in the news. Do we care about Lady Gaga? I guess we'll talk about it. Lady Gaga's in the news, but first let's get some super chats real quick. Keenan with a 2 says the Football Factory is a manly as fuck movie. I'm gonna need to check it out. Football Factory. Football Factory. We'll need to check that one out. Thank you, Keenan with the 2. Jersey Dolphins with a gifted Fear the Beardo membership. Thank you, Jersey Dolphins. Lotus Flower with a 10 says, I would send you some cake, but would not be good after a week in the post. Yeah, nah. You can't send perishables like that, obviously. But thank you, Lotus Flower. I believe you. I believe that your lemon drop cake is fucking delicious. Part of my language. Daniel Moore with a $6 says, hey, Beardo, usually only catch you live on Geeks and Gamers, so this is a nice change of pace for me. You're quite good at riffing on your own, not an easy thing. Well, thank you. I mean, this is what I do for a living, so I hope I'm good at it to an extent. Thank you, Daniel Moore, for the kind words and the $6. Keenan with a 2 says, did you get my super chat? I did, Keenan. Football Factory. I did get your super chat, brother. Thank you for the $4, Keenan. And Daniel Moore with a 250 says, Ciara is an Irish name pronounced Kira. In Ireland, it's Kira in Ireland. I'll bounce your head off of the fucking canvas. Fuck the Mayweathers. Fuck the Mayweathers. I'll bounce your head off of the fucking canvas. I will fucking knock you fucking out. I will fucking knock you spock out. I'll fucking hit you so hard that your eyes go sideways, that your eyes go inwards like this. I'll fucking knock you straight in the fucking nose and your head bounces off of the canvas. Thank you, Daniel Moore, for the 250. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's in the news. Lady Gaga condemns ICE in a speech during her show in Japan. Why is my thing not showing? That sounded weird. Lady Gaga condemns ICE in speech during her show in Japan. Why is Beardo speaking Scottish? Yeah, they're all from the same area. They're all over there. Channeling Conor McGregor. Beardo Scotsman? Did that sound more Scottish than Irish? Irish. I'll knock you fucking spark out. I'll bounce your head off of a fucking canvas. I'll punch you right on the button on your nose. I don't know. I'm not from there. I'm just trying my best. Here. Lady Gaga condemns ICE in speech during her show in Japan. So Lady Gaga performing in Japan. I didn't even know. Does anybody care about Lady Gaga anymore? And she's still touring. She's still touring and stuff. Does she even make music anymore? What's the fucking deal with that? You guys remember when people thought Lady Gaga was like a hermaphrodite man? Like, I remember like when Lady Gaga was first coming out on the scene, she had like the rumor was that she had like a little baby penis. You guys remember that?
I want to take a second to talk about something that's extremely important to me. Something important to people all over the world, and especially in America right now.
Yeah, why would you do this in Japan? Yeah, who said it? Hold on. Oh, man, I saw the chat and I lost it. I lost it. Somebody, oh, yeah, here we go. Why would you do this in Japan? Does Japan care? That is a great point. Why do this in Japan? They don't give a fuck. You know how based Japan is? Japan thanks us for dropping a manufactured sun on them twice. 2 times. We dropped a fucking nuclear sun on them 2 times. And you know what Japan did? They said, thank you. Teach us your ways. Sorry, country that can literally build a fucking sun and fucking evaporate us into fucking shadows. thank you, sir. May we have another? And we said, yeah, we'll do it again. And we did it again. And they're like, thank you. Thank you. I think twice is enough. It was delicious the first time. Second time, it cured my appetite. Now write us a new constitution and teach us your ways. And we did. We did. So Japan does not give a fuck that we're trying to get out the fucking illegals. They don't care.
In a couple of days, I'm going to be heading home, and my heart is aching, thinking about the people.
And I give it back to you, the people.
Children, the families all over America who are being mercilessly targeted by ICE.
Illegal families? Illegals, they're not American families. They're not American families. There's Mexican families, Haitian families, Somali families, Indian families. You fucking name it. You name it. Any one of them. Any one of them. You fucking take a fucking globe, spin it, stop it with the finger, and wherever your finger's pointing, there's probably some illegals from that country in America. Get them out. See ya. Sayonara. Have a good day. Peace out. You're here illegally. You are a criminal. It doesn't matter if you committed a crime in this country after the fact when you fucking snuck in here illegally. The crime is why you are a criminal is because you snuck in here illegally. That is the crime. I don't care what you fucking did. If you killed somebody or if you fucking stole a pack of gum from 7-Eleven, whatever it is, that doesn't make you the criminal that we want to deport. You're a criminal that we want to deport because you are here illegally. You broke our immigration laws. You are not rewarded a due process. That's not what that means. Due process. No. You're here illegally. You are not a citizen. You do not get due process. Fucking see ya. Oh, but the children, they're separating families. No, we're not. Send the children too. I don't care if they were fucking born here or if they're an anchor baby. I don't fucking care. I don't care if they're an anchor baby and if they were born in this country. Your parents are here illegally. You're an illegal. Send them all out. We're not. I'm not in the business of separating families. I want to send all of the families the fuck out of here.
I'm thinking about all of their pain and how their lives are being destroyed right in front of us. I'm also thinking about Minnesota and every.
Hold on. Beardo based as usual. Do you guys think if it's a good idea? Should I put based in my my Twitter bio and my Twitter handle? I put based just so everybody knows, right? Just so everybody knows that I am. I wonder if that's a good idea, huh?
Everyone back at home who is living in so much fear and searching for answers on what we all should do. When entire communities
I think it would be based. Oh shit. Oh man.
lose their sense of safety and belonging, it breaks something in all of us. I hope that you'll all stand with us tonight.
Why are they cheering?
I know we're not in America right now, but we are with our community.
All right, I'm done. I'm done with that. Anyways, Lady Gaga fucking standing from her fucking ivory tower, fucking screaming at the world, screaming at Japan. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're so confused. We're just looking for answers. No, we have the answer. Get them out. That's the answer. You want to know the answer? Stop interfering. If you are an American citizen, you are not in any way in harm, in any kind of danger, in any kind of fucking situation where you should be stressed out that ICE is going to come knocking on your door and fucking kick you out of here and round you up and send you back. If you're an American citizen, that doesn't exist. It doesn't make sense. It's a fugazi. It's fairy dust. It's a fucking wazi woozy. But what these fucking retards are doing, like the 2 fucking retards that died in Minnesota the past couple weeks, is they're trying to stand in the fucking way. And the retarded part about it is they're trying to protest and support people putting their life on the line for people who are literally stealing from them. They're stealing from them in Minnesota. They're stealing from them. These motherfuckers don't fucking care about you. They're here to steal from you. They're here to take advantage of the system and the benefits that America wrongfully, but does, give them. But these fucking retards are like, oh, these people that are stealing from us and stealing our money, they're our friends. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fucking fight and threaten and pull a gun on police officers, on ICE agents, on government officers. And I'm going to go out there and support the fucking criminals who are fucking taking advantage of our benefits, who are literally stealing taxpayer money. I'm going to go out there and die for those people. Retarded. It doesn't make sense. I have no fucking sympathy. And especially after Charlie Kirk, when the same people who are crying about ICE taking and rounding up the criminal illegals, they're crying about it. They're crying about the fucking pretty guy, whatever his fucking last name is. The fucking Jewish nurse, Purdy, whatever. And the fucking gay lesbian bitch that died a few weeks ago. They're fucking crying, saying, oh my gosh, this is terrible. How can anybody not have sympathy for this? She was just protesting, whatever. She didn't do anything. No, she tried to run over the motherfucker in the car. And then the other dude fucking last week tried to pull a gun on while he was surrounded by 5 ICE agents. But we're going to cry and mourn, and oh my gosh, we're going to martyr these people. The same people who are fucking crying about this shit were delighted when Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Delighted, over the moon, making TikToks and Instagrams laughing, making finger guns at their neck, mocking Charlie Kirk. Those same people were over the fucking moon in excitement about Charlie Kirk being assassinated. Fast forward a couple months, you have a few fucking retards who are trying to fight police officers and ICE agents and are crying about the fucking gay nurse and this fucking gay lesbian who left her family and abandoned her family so she can have a fucking fantasy lesbian fucking relationship. Talk about separating families. Oh my gosh, ICE is separating families. The fucking bitch lesbian separated her own family, divorced her husband so that she can be in a fucking fantasy fucking lesbian fucking gay relationship and got killed for it. For running over an ICE agent. But they're crying about it, saying this is the worst fucking thing ever. But a few months ago, they were all celebrating, laughing, happy, overjoyed about Charlie Kirk being assassinated. And they have the nerve to say that this is terrible. What are we talking about here? It's a clown world. It's a fucking zoo. That's what we like to say on the baseball team in high school. When the one motherfucker, I forget his name. Actually, I do remember his name, but I'm not going to call him out in case he's watching. Which he's probably not. But whenever a ball was hit his way, we're like, oh, fuck, here comes the zoo. This is a fucking zoo. Because he was just that terrible. That's what it is, dude. It's a fucking zoo. It's like turning on Animal Planet and saying, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What are these fucking wild animals going to do? That's what it's like. Turning on the news, turning on CNN and seeing the fucking shit that's happening in Minnesota, what these fucking gay retards are doing. And I'm not saying gay retards like as just like a hypothetical description. That no, I verbatim literally mean gay retards because they're gay. But it's like turning on Animal Planet when you're watching the news. You're like, uh-oh, what are these animals going to do next? What are they going to do? Oh my gosh, there's a zebra and a lion. What's going to happen? Is the zebra going to get away, or is the fucking lion going to fucking catch him and eat him? Drag the zebra back to the family. It is. Watching the news, especially CNN, it's like watching fucking Animal Planet. You know? Man, this show is great. This show is so fucking good. Let's get some super chats. Keenan with a 2 says it's one of those hooligan movies. Football Factory. I'll need to look into it, man. I'll need to look into it. PD the Greek with a $5 super chat. Fear the base Beardo. Fuck Lady Gaga. Yeah. Thank you, PD the Greek with a 5. And Bearded Sports Psych with a $5 says, need to play Liar Liar clip where he yells, stop breaking the law, asshole, into the phone. That's how you don't get shot by ICE. Yeah. Don't break the law. How about that? How about you don't go try to interfere with an investigation? How about that? That's a good idea. Maybe don't interfere with an investigation. Thank you, Bearded Sports Psych, for the 5. But like, Americans deal with that, not just with ICE agents, but all the time. If you're in a car and you get pulled over and you're a passenger, let's just say it's a husband and a wife. A husband and a wife in a car and they get pulled over. Hypothetically, let's say the guy was drinking and driving. Okay? The cops are going to say, hey, get out of the car. We're going to run you through a few tests, sobriety tests and stuff. We're going to have you walk on the line. We're going to have you say the alphabet. You're going to blow into this fucking machine, into the breathalyzer. If the woman, the passenger, gets out of the car and starts obstructing, she's going to be just as guilty and held accountable as the drunk driver. You don't do it. Where's the common sense gone? I don't know where it's gone. And is it the individual that's just forgetting common sense, forgetting what they've been taught from their parents? Or is the blame on the parents who just said, fuck cops because you're fucking, I don't know, because your Uncle Trayvon is in prison for trying to steal a TV, so fuck cops. You don't have a daddy because your daddy Dwayne is in prison because he was out on the street selling crack. So fuck all cops. If you get pulled over, you try to be as fucking rowdy and crazy as possible and disrespect law enforcement because you don't got a daddy because daddy was just trying to make an honest living selling crack on the streets. So are the parents to blame for not teaching you fucking proper police etiquette? This is common stuff, guys. This is common stuff. When you get pulled over, as soon as you get pulled over, reach into the glove box, pull out your registration, get your driver's license ready, put your hands on the wheel. Put your hands on the wheel. Don't make any sudden movements. Don't yell at them. When you're asked to do something, and if you're asked to reach for something, you tell them, it's right here, I'm going to reach for it. And you do it calmly. Don't be fucking making sudden movements, dude. and you handle the situation. And when you're cool and collected like that, even if you were speeding, if you're nice and if you're honest, most of the time you're going to get out of the situation with a warning. It doesn't matter what your fucking skin color is. I don't care if you're fucking purple, green, white, yellow, black. It doesn't fucking matter what your skin color is. If you're cooperative and polite and reasonable, most of the time, it's gonna be the bare minimum. But when you start getting rowdy and you're asking for trouble, guess what? You're gonna get trouble. And that's all I had to say about that. That's all I had to say about that. Do you guys want to see a good reason why you guys should join Criticless? Non-citizens do not get due process. Yep, bingo, Ghost Win Sports. I mentioned that just a few minutes ago. Non-citizens don't get due process. Yep. Do you guys want a good reason why you guys should join Criticless? Because there's a new Melania movie. You guys have been seeing the commercials and the advertisements for the new Melania movie. Debuts with a score of 7% by critics on Rotten Tomatoes. But if you look closely, critics score 7%. Audience score 99%. Huh. Now, if that doesn't just fucking punch you in the mouth, then I don't know what will. If that doesn't scream that Rotten Tomatoes is fucking bought and paid for opinions, that opinions are bought and paid for, then I don't know what'll help you. I don't know what'll help you. I don't know. 7% critic score, 99% audience score. That's why everybody should be on Criticless. When you're on Criticless, there's no why here we go. Stop screen sharing and let's share this. Criticless, man. Get over to Criticless, make an account. There's no critics over here. It's just you, your voice, and all of our voices over here reviewing movies, reviewing TV shows, and you don't have to deal with that nonsense. You get no nonsense reviews over here for the most part. For the most part, it's no nonsense reviews. You might have a few fucking bad apples there who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but they think they're some fucking movie critic. But they're not. But for the most part, it's great website. No nonsense reviews and stuff. And yeah, join Criticless. Join Criticless, everybody. Yeah. All right, boys. Let's see here. Michael Doberman with a 2 month says the Chris Rock sketch about how not to get your ass beat applies. Sending love from Vancouver Island. Hell yeah, Bro Island. Thank you, Michael, for the 2 months. All right, boys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. I gotta get ready. I'm going out to lunch. I got a lunch date today, boys, with my grandma. Taking my grandma out to lunch. So we started a little bit early today at 10 o'clock. But good solid show today. But I gotta go get ready to hang out with my grandma. Okay. All right, boys. You know what? We don't do this too often. We're gonna raid somebody outside of our community. Where's he at? I just had it. We're gonna raid somebody outside of our community. Is he not live? If it's a premiere, we're not gonna raid him. Is he live? Yeah, he's live. We're gonna raid a Pokemon streamer. His name is HDV. HDV. Let me see if I can actually show it and pull it up real quick. Here we go. HDV. I used to watch this guy all the time back before I was a YouTuber, back before I was a content creator, I used to watch this guy all the time. I mean, he's got a lot of subs, 341,000 subs. He's got 76 people watching him. He's playing Pokemon Soul Silver. Looks like he's playing Pokemon Soul Silver. So we're going to go ahead and make his day. Let him know that the Bearded Society sent you. We don't really raid people outside of our community sphere, but we will today. We'll go ahead and raid him today. So when you guys are there in the chat, let him know that FearTheBeardo sent you, and we'll make his day. Omar Bars with a 199 says, bring grandma on the stream. No, but thank you for the 199. Thank you guys so much for being here. This was a fun episode of Overtime with Beardo. Shout out to the mods, the members, the lurkers, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for the super chats, the gifted memberships, the recommitments, and the member messages. I'll be live tonight, probably playing more Resident Evil 7 later tonight. But you guys have a great weekend. Thank you guys for being here. Love the Bearded Society. Shout out to the 199 and the Bearded Society. Says your raids never work. Doc the Butcher. That's not true. My raids always work. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Doc. Huh? My raid should always work. If you stay for the raid, they should always work. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and raid HDV, who's playing some Pokemon. And other than that, you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll catch you later for a Fear the Beardo gaming stream tonight. That's it. That's all I had. Why are you guys still here? The show's over. Go away. Go. Elvis has left the building. Crazy! Yeah! Lose yourself! Lose yourself in the music, and the noises! Fuck you!